and welcome back. I hope that you found the first part of the digital marketing or traditional versus digital marketing part of this course interesting and helpful. And hopefully there's some implementable ideas in there that you can now take away and certainly start implementing into your own business. So next part of this course is to really dive into the world of SEO, understanding what it is, how it works, and how we can use it and benefit from it as entrepreneurs. So importantly, again, if you are an expert at SEO, it's an amazing skill to have. If you don't know what SEO is, we're going to go through it now and have a good understanding. So the goal of today's short video is to make sure that we're understanding what SEO is, how it can help us, and some of the tools out there. The first thing that I really want to caveat is that there are companies and businesses that have been built on this one single offering, in that they can help improve your search engine optimization, i.e. your SEO, which we'll refer to it as throughout the rest of the videos. And they have literally built businesses on this. So the world of SEO is huge, it's enormous, and it's much larger than I would ever be able to cover. So I really want to reiterate the point of why this is important and what we're really looking to get out of this. Let's say you're starting this business and there are only a few of you in there. You need to make sure you have a holistic understanding of how you can actually start and build your business. And understanding what SEO is, how it can help, will be crucially important, because you can either go in one direction whereby you decide to become an SEO expert and you drive this for your business. But on the other hand, if you're hiring SEO experts or working with people who are working with people in marketing or outsourcing it to those who are good at SEO, you can have an understanding of what it is, how it can help your business, and allows you to make better business decisions. So with that introduction, we can dive into what search engine optimization actually is. Within the traditional versus digital marketing piece that I touched on previously, hopefully you'll remember that I was talking around inorganic and organic. And remember, every time we say inorganic, think we are buying something, and organic is something that we're doing for free. So SEO, you'll be pleased to hear, is very much in the camp of organic. So we don't really pay for SEO. Now, what's the caveat to that? Why wouldn't everyone therefore use it? It requires a lot of time, energy, investment, and skill. So really what search engine optimization is let's take it back and say, what is a search engine? So search engines are things like Google or Bing or Yahoo. Now, the main search engine that pretty much everybody uses, and this is why SEO is tended to always be used in tandem with Google, is the fact that Google is the biggest used search engine globally. So it's really important that that when we're thinking around search engine optimization, really what we're looking at is, how can I rank higher on Google? How can I make sure that when somebody types in keywords that are to do with my business, I come up first? E.g., if I'm selling bicycles and I type into Google new bike, how can I make sure that I'm coming up first, or I'm coming up as high as possible? How can I make sure that I'm on that first page? Because if your business is on your website, which is essentially, what is a website? It is literally your store, that if I'm walking down the high street and I look left, I'm looking into your business. I'm having a look at what you sell. So we want to make sure that we are on the high street. We want to make sure that we are on that first page when people search for something that's similar to our business. If someone's going to search our direct business name, you're likely to come up first. But what about if someone's just putting in what we call keywords, so words around that problem and looking for a solution, and you want to make sure that your business, your website, comes up on that first page, because you will get a lot more inquiries and you'll therefore get a lot more sales. So it's really important that you at least understand how SEO is there to actually help essentially push you on that first page of Google. So there's a brilliant video here, which explains it much better than I could ever do. So if you do want to have a real good background on SEO, I encourage you to read, to watch that video. There's a question, therefore, of how can we rank higher on Google? What do we actually need to have on our website such that when people type in keywords, our website comes up? Now, that is a brilliant question, because it's something that Google doesn't share with us. And therefore, we, to some extent, have to guess how we can optimize our SEO. But there are obviously a few ways that are known, tried, tested. But remember that Google's algorithm is always changing. So one of the things that people used to do in the past was essentially creating content on your website is really, really important. So you'll find that a lot of the websites that rank highly tend not to be a single page website. They'll have, I bet if you search some keywords, you click the top link for that particular website, it will have lots of backlinks in there. It will have lots of pages in there. They'll probably have a blog. They might have they'll have lots of articles on there. So there's lots and lots of data that they're giving to Google, so that when somebody types in a keyword, that will pop up. Now there was a story certainly in the past, and not so much now, in that what people tended to do was that they were writing out essentially the same word multiple times in one article, so that the Google algorithm would pick up that particular word. Now, to give that a concrete example, let's say for example, you were selling red ties. A lot of companies were then writing content and articles onto their website which said things like, "Why you should buy a red tie? You should buy a red tie because red ties are nice to wear in the summer, and red ties do this and red ties do that, and so you should buy a red tie." And so by repeating the word red tie all the time, even though that content wasn't actually that valuable to the person, it meant that they were ranking higher. Google algorithm is very, very clever and managed to shut that down. And therefore, actually now it's much more important that the content that you're putting out is valuable to your particular audience. And it means that your audience is engaging with it. They're spending longer on your web pages. There are lots of backlinks, or there are other links from other websites that are coming to you, or from social media coming to you. And so you're starting to develop this, essentially this trust. And so what that means is that you have a really optimized website, and it will help you start to rank higher on Google when people search for a problem, or put in keywords that link to the solution that you're offering. Now, what this means is that overnight, it's very, very difficult for you to go from a page that's not ranking highly on Google through to a page that is. It does take time, and it means that the more content that you can put on, the more that you can actually invest in. If you yourself are a brilliant website developer, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a developer who makes it, there are lots of no-code tools out there. E.g. WordPress, that's what I've used, and then you can put on a plugin. I use Elementor quite often because it's a very easy drag and drop. So it doesn't need to be something that's amazingly coded, but if you can start to build a very good looking website that delivers a lot of value and content to your audience, then you will start to naturally rank higher and higher on Google. And then obviously, if you get to the point where you really need to make sure that you're ranking higher, then you might look to outsource the work of SEO through to those who really specialize in it, because good SEO can really make the difference for your business. So hopefully that makes some sense around what SEO actually is, a few ways that we can optimize our website and website pages such that we can start to rank a little bit higher. A few tools out there. There are loads of tools out there, hundreds of tools out there that you can use to help you with your SEO. A few tools that I've used and think are quite useful. Moz domain analysis allows you just to see where your site ranks against your competitors. Because are you coming at number 1? Are you at number 10? Are you at number 5? Where do you sit? And it allows you the opportunity to have a little look at how your competitors are doing, but also start to benchmark yourself against them and understand whether you need to be investing more into SEO, or perhaps you can start to invest your time elsewhere. Remember that as an entrepreneur, and especially if you're a very, very small team, or indeed even by yourself trying to launch this, your time is so valuable, because you've got to spread it between so many different operational things, strategic things, partnerships, legal, accounting, lots of different things that are coming in here, there, and everywhere. So making sure that the SEO is, of course, i.e. digital marketing, is a high priority in your list, but looking at how you're ranking against your competitors is really, really helpful and important there. Similarly, when you're at the beginning of your entrepreneurial journey, or indeed you're looking to perhaps launch a new product and you're wanting marketing to help you on that, Google Trends is a really, really helpful tool. It allows you to see what people are actually searching for, what are they actually looking for, what are they shopping for, what are they buying, what are those key trends that we're now seeing in the market. And Google Trends is really, really helpful for that, because that means that we can then start to start to understand what sort of products or services we might like to offer, as well as, or the type of words that we might want to be including, such that people are going to search for our solution, our service, or our product. And then a final one that I find really interesting is Uber Suggest. So you might be looking at keywords. And what do I mean by keywords? That means that if I'm typing in into Google for a solution, I might only type 4 or 5 words. How do I cook an amazing bowl of pasta, right? Something like that, or best bowl of pasta, something like that. Those are going to be some of the keywords that we're looking for, right? So we want to make sure that through Uber Suggest, for example, we are generating some real keywords that people are searching for, which we can then start to put into the content that we have on our website, which in turn hopefully increases our SEO score and drives us up and make sure that we're on that first and front page of Google. So hopefully that's helpful. I know that's a very, very quick, and I mean very quick introduction to SEO. There are lots of videos out there on SEO, but the key point of this one is to make sure that you understand the importance of SEO. There's lots of software tools out there to help you with this optimization. And look, success in SEO won't come overnight. That's a really, really important thing to bear in mind. And it's an iterative and it's a fairly lengthy process. But the more that you do it, the more you're starting to realize, actually, we're putting on real valuable content for our customers. Again, we've already defined exactly who those customers are. So the content that we're producing for them should be relatively easy. And the more that we're building out our network and making sales, well, actually, we're learning what customers want and what they don't want. And so we can start to then optimize, again, the content that we've got on our marketing. So hopefully you're seeing now how this startup strategy piece, the sales and business development piece, and the digital marketing piece are all coming together. And so it's not that you do one and then the next and then the next, but actually they feed off one another. And the information and the ideas and the feedback that you're collecting is then going to be used within your marketing. And then you might even iterate again if you decide that it's not worked, or there's a new product or a new service or a new solution that you want to offer. So hopefully that makes sense. Here, there is some more information. Again, Neil Patel, he's absolutely awesome at this stuff. He really, really focuses on SEO, and I couldn't recommend him more in terms of listening to what he has to say and what he has to offer. I think it's really, 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 really interesting. And a couple of books there that you might want to delve into if this particular area of marketing interests you. So hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully you can see the direction that we wanted to go in that, and essentially the importance of SEO, certainly when you're starting out and really trying to build that business.